Stream Deck.
Quit playing.
And I'm vlogging it too. Gas showed up. What's happening?
Yeah.
I want that to sound too
Yes.
sure about that.
He's so mad.
About to drive a Ferrari F430.
What's happening? We are
What's going
live.
on?
It was happening. This is Any and Everything Podcast, where we know everything about absolutely nothing. We are your hosts, Mo, Ralph, Mark, and guess who ain't here again? Zoe. So
Third week.
let's-
God damn it.
yeah,
Third
yeah,
week.
but
Listen,
we
I know
all travel.
he out enjoying himself in the MIA. Yo. You know what I'm saying? I get it, man. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs a little break, little vacation. 3-week break is a good one. But I ain't gonna say much else about it. But we here, man. We here. We in this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. LV, what's happening, dog?
We here, baby. We here, man.
Hey, great show a few days ago, man. I enjoyed that.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, that was a good. One.
Yeah, had some
I
good
ain't see
talking
that
points,
shit.
man.
No, I'm just kidding.
And they had people in the comments going crazy. I mean, they were talking down in there, which was a good thing, man. So it looks like the show is coming along. We are at 112 subscribers now, man, between both of our shows. So that's exciting. So hopefully it just keeps going up from here.
And I gotta say, I appreciate you, Visual Man, because y'all are most definitely helping move that needle forward, man. And that's what we need. You know what I'm saying? We need that to grow, to become bigger, to become better, and to get our names out there. After this podcast, I'm gonna sit down with Moni Moan and Mark. Maybe I can get Zoe on the phone. I think I found a way to get us on the Spotify to turn this into an RS feed.
Yeah, RSS feed or whatever.
Yeah.
Hopefully, StreamYards can do it. That's what I'm looking forward
It
to.
can be done. I saw it, and there is a way. We'll collaborate after the show, but that just means bigger and better things. Us moving forward into what we're doing. But with all that being said, let's get into our normal at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about
what's happening.
What up, man?
Right.
What up?
What we do this week, y'all? You know what? Y'all go ahead. Because matter of fact, Mark, you the one you said you had something going on, man. Hit us with it.
Man.
Oh yeah, man. As of yesterday, as of Friday, I left my job. I actually left my job. I got something better.
Oh, you scared me. I'm like,
I got something better. Better pay, benefits, all of it. I got the whole package, the whole shebang bang.
Your schedule's gonna be much better.
Now on top of that, I don't work the shift no more. I don't do the 2 a.m. I don't do that. I go in at 4 in the morning. I leave at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I get to chill. Yeah. I'm good. I'm doing this. I'm blessed, bro. Like I'm talking about, I could do the same thing, forklift position, 27.
Hey.
Yeah, we're gonna just stop there, but I'm good, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. Congratulations, man.
Yeah,
I'm talking about making better moves, baby.
It all paid off, man. It all paid off, man.
Hard work always pays off, man. Hard work always pays off. What's up, Alex? What's going on?
Hey, boo.
So that kept my week, man. That literally caps my week, man. And I start my new job soon. I'm gonna take a sit down, a leave of absence.
I'm gonna drink to that.
Thank you.
You better absent your leave. That's what you better do. Ain't no leave of absence. You absent the leave.
You already know.
So, what about you, dog?
Oh, I'll take it. I don't even remember.
What the hell?
I know, right? I mean, I did get on the game for the first. Hey, other boo, Robin, my other wife.
Hey, baby.
That's
what we doing out here. We sharing each other's wives and shit.
Right. I dropped mine off North Carolina for a couple of weeks, and then we switch, and we come on back home.
Switch.
I went, of course, work this week. Uh, 4th of July, I ain't do nothing, man. I don't too, it's been a while since I've done something for the 4th. Usually for the 4th, I go and travel somewhere. Well, not me, just me and the wife. I think last year, what did we do? Go to the
We to the mountains,
oh,
bro.
Anthony, what's happening? Huh? We went to the cabin,
Hey,
didn't we?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, we went to the cabin last year, but this year we didn't do nothing. Like our 4th of July was celebrated through DoorDash. That's what that
Hey,
was. I ain't gonna hold you up.
hey,
Hey man, different times, man.
celebration. Hey,
Yeah,
celebration, damn it.
yeah.
Um,
So
shit. Hey, yo, is that Aunt Deezy?
Where?
Anthony Brown, is that Aunt Deezy?
Oh yeah, that's my brother, man. Shout out, Andy.
Aunt Deezy, what up, bro?
We
That's what
got
I'm
dimples
talking about.
hot.
yeah, but this
Yo,
week I'm gonna be prepping for surgery, man. So I gotta
Yeah,
I gotta
that's
stop
right.
taking my normal medicine. So I gotta watch all the stuff I eat. I probably won't be able to drink for like 2 weeks, so, and all that type of stuff, because I ain't gonna have nothing to manage my body. So I have to get off the medicine I'm on to utilize the medicine that they're gonna put me on. When I go through the surgery, I'm getting these balls chopped off,
bruh.
and
That's
I'm
one
gonna
way to
hang
think.
them.
That's
I'm
one
gonna
way to
hang
think.
them in the doctor's office and be like, put them up there for trophy piece.
Listen, dog, I asked them could they put them on like a string so I could hang them from my windshield. You know what I'm saying? They told me I couldn't do that over time. They'll
I
go
mean, you
bad.
put them in
But
the back and use them as real bumper nuts.
You back there looking like, why's the hair still growing?
After about 2 weeks, I have a smell, so you gotta take that off anyway. Go ahead, Ralph. What you got, dog?
So for me, man, I had a huge week, man. Um, for the fourth, I didn't do much. We went out to my in-laws' house. We blew up some stuff, did fireworks and everything. But the biggest thing was my mom was here, man. And those know, I love my moms. I ain't seen my moms in about 4 years.
Wow,
So
what's happening, DJ?
this was a big visit for me, man. Depressingly enough, I had to drop her and my little brother off at the airport about 3 this morning. Bittersweet, you know what I'm saying? Glad I got to spend the time, but I always hate to see him go. We spent the entire week just about at the beach. It was a great time. Met up with some other family there, cousins and aunties I hadn't seen in a long time. So this week was major for me, man. It was a great time, great experience. I hope that we get to do that stuff more often. Um, on the downside, Robin did sustain an injury right before we left. She ripped her calf muscle in half. So
Good old.
she's in a boot right now. You know what I'm saying? Let me
She'll
tell
crush
you, for those that don't know, you go to the beach, right, and you need a wheelchair. You can't push a regular wheelchair on the beach, right? Because that shit gets stuck in the sand. Bro, they gave us this wheelchair made out of PVC pipe and balloon tires. The whole family, bro, the whole family started calling it a Hummer, right? Because that
Oh
boy was
snap! Hold on. Max is in here.
Max.
What's up,
That's
Max?
what I'm talking about. Hey,
All
that's
right.
somebody else y'all need to check out, bro, because that
Man.
man has got me super interested in the new TV, man.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even know what I'm looking at. But Max
So
is
wait,
very insightful about a lot of things when it comes to tech.
so wait,
Yeah.
real fast. You had to push Robin in soft sand on a wheelchair?
Bruh, let me tell you. Bruh, let me tell you something. I thought I was gonna rip my legs in half, bruh, because even though the tires were big and it wasn't, you could tell it's a lot easier than pushing a regular wheelchair. Well, if I'm going in soft sand with anything other than just yourself is terrible.
I
But
tell you what, there's an easier solution. Though. All you had to do is do like the good old days. Have Robin put a towel down, have her lay down there, and tie it to your waist, and
and
then
drag her,
yeah, and drag her across the sand. You can still hold your drink and everything. Now you just keep
That's
bruh.
terrible.
walking.
That's
Nah,
terrible.
dog, that's you know what? See, that's the benefit, right? She's in a wheelchair, so she could hold my drink, and I had to worry about no sand getting in it.
Oh my
None
God.
of that. You know what I'm
She
So
saying?
got
a
cup
mobile
holders.
Listen,
coaster.
She
She
got
was
cup
a
holders.
mobile coaster.
listen. Let me tell you something,
She
bro.
got cup holders.
Nothing.
Not.
No, she ain't had cup. She was a cup holder.
Ah,
Um,
okay.
but
Here's the cup.
even with her being in the wheelchair, it didn't stop us from having any fun. It didn't slow
Good.
down nothing. I just had to go pick up a wheelchair, because I got to make sure my wife can go out there and have a good time with us. You know what I'm saying? It was not an option for her to stay at the house that we had rented. If we're gonna go out, what I'm saying, she got to go out. We gotta have a good time. So it all worked out, man. It all worked out. Had both my girls with me, so it was just an amazing week. You know what I'm saying? And I can most definitely thank the wife to that because she helped budget and plan for a lot of that stuff as well. Including where we were gonna stay. If we had enough space for my mom, my little brother, which he's about 6 foot. He's 6'4", so he's my little big brother, low key. But either way, man, I had an extremely blessed week, man, and I can't come up with any complaints. None at all. None at all.
That's good.
So wanted to make sure I was here though. You know what I'm saying? My mom was here on the last podcast. I had to take that time and this podcast, she left at 3, got me a nap in. We're ready to go. So let's get into the sauce. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Let's talk about it.
All right. Well, let's see. All right. So turning losses into wins. I'm pretty sure we've all been there.
My
This is
whole life.
actually your subject, Ralph. So if you want to kick this boy off, go ahead.
Well, I mean, it was me and Mark, man, and it was a good topic because a lot of people like to think about things in the past. It's like, damn, I wish I never did that. Or I wish I didn't go down that road. Or I wish I would have listened here. But a lot of that stuff builds character. You know what I'm saying? It makes you into the person that you're in today. Perfect example. I was happy that my pops was like, "Yo, you got to get out." I wasn't happy at first. I was stressing. I'm like, damn, what I'm gonna do? Found me a job, got me a small little crib, thanks to my grandfather. And that was all of our first spot, right? Which we thought was a positive, which it was because it put us out on our own. The downside was is that we didn't. I don't think we were all prepared for how living on our own would go. So it was a lot of struggle meals. And for a moment of time when Moan and everybody had moved out, it was just me, bro. I was down on my knuckles, bro. Like I had no heat, I had no electricity. I had to do the Detroit thing, and I stole some electricity. I found out how to rig it up, but it was some cold winters that I fought through.
Like a
And
nigga.
yeah, I mean it was rough. It was rough, but I look at that now, man, because I know what I'll never go back to. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'll never let myself get down to again. So I always take that L as a positive because it helped me grow. You know what I'm saying? It made me a better person for my family, for my kids.
And I'm
And
I'm gonna touch on that too, because I know what you mean. So since you're talking about you never want to go back there again, compared to back then and the opportunities that everyone have now, I know everybody says it's hard to be successful, but there's so many easy avenues now that I think that you can do. Uh, Back when we were growing up, what I mean is you got free online college now. You can literally go on what's one of the sites
bruh,
School
everything.
3M or something. You can learn entire coding, or you can go to Corsica, and you can take a whole course for free, and they're all taught by actual professors at schools. They give out free tutoring, and some of them actually give trade skills with it. You know, and there's also better avenues with smartphones, right? So when we all talk about, I don't want to go back there. Yeah, you should get to the point where you have a bright success, and you should set yourself up so you don't have to go back that way. My thing is crypto and investments, and I know right now the market is down, which I feel like I'm boobing out blood right now because and everything is down right now, and I'm down a
Facts,
lot of money, you know.
facts.
But right now is the time to, and I'm not a financial advisor and none of that. So, I just think personally, the time to invest and buy things are now, where everything to me is at a discount because it's not going to be down forever. So I'm
Facts.
telling y'all, so whether it's stock, I'm not into stocks. Max is good at that stuff, but crypto and stuff, like I'm buying as much as I can because there's going to be a point where everything goes back up. And if nobody, I found out, yeah, we are in a recession. So a lot of people are going to go back to what they thought they wasn't going to do because of where the economy is going.
Right.
You
But
know,
see, and it's like that old saying, what goes down must go back up. Right?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Just like vice versa. What goes up must come back down. Right now, we're down. So at this point, you know what I'm saying? Like Max says in the comments, man, you got to hold, if you feel that that's the future for you. Like Moan said, me or him ain't financial advisors. I damn sure ain't. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of following the crowd. And excuse me if I'm throwing this on like a pimp coat kind of cold because I've been drinking ice water and now started drinking
You know
thanks to
what?
Mark.
You a different kind of pimp though. How you gonna pimp hoes with a lion's towel on?
Hey,
all
listen.
you need, all
Hey,
you need is
look.
a
Hey, look.
cane.
If you
Yeah,
stay with
I,
a Lions coat on, you know what I'm saying, because
yeah,
they suck so bad, you know what I'm saying.
I.
I need your bottom bitch. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
He
I'm
said
just
he said the Lions suck so bad. That's the one that's getting all the money.
all the money, baby. You get them on a discount right about now. No, but
Yeah.
like like I said, man, real talk. It everything is different now. You can get a full education pretty much almost from any university, low key. They all have online classes.
Yep, they
You know what
do.
I'm saying? And I guess we can somewhat thank COVID to that because COVID was like, yo, you ain't got to go back if you don't want to. Same thing with jobs. A lot of people working from home because it was like, shit, we don't really need you to come in the office. As long as you're doing what you got to do. There's just different avenues, you know what I'm saying? Different avenues to become successful that we didn't have before, right? So before when we was down, we thought we didn't have another way because we kind of felt like well, shit, we didn't have another way. I know I didn't. Hell, when I didn't have when I ran out of vehicles and everybody that know me know I had a lot of vehicles, drove a lot of different cars. But when that shit was cut off and it was just on me and I had to pocket all that, well, I was in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Bumming for rides. When I tell you that shit, I will never go back to that shit again. There are too many ways and too many things that you can do to not put yourself back in that situation. But that to me is a win. You know what I'm saying? It's only a loss if you keep it that way. If I stayed in a house with no heat, no water, all
See
the
ya,
other
Max.
shit, and I'm still here, I am at 37, I'm still in the house with no heat, like, bro, I didn't do anything. I didn't grow. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you didn't turn that shit into a win. You stayed in the losing bracket and
Dark
refused to get
Saber
out
was
of it.
happening,
You know
big
what I'm
dog.
saying?
That's
That's
one of
true.
my
So
peoples, man.
That's dead on the money. A lot of people look at a loss as a loss and be lost. Like
that's
literally.
it.
Like that's
I,
literally what it is.
there's a
And they
lot
As
of
can
long
people
never
that
come
play.
back from
There's a
as
lot of
long
players
as you
that think
keep fighting, bro. As long as you keep fighting, you can turn any L into a W.
it into a W.
And
Yeah,
I
for
got
and it.
another story for that, but I'm gonna let Mon go ahead and speak on it.
No, it's just we're talking because we're a little bit older and we're a little bit much more mature, but the hardest people to teach is this new generation of kids now.
oh yeah, hell yeah.
It's hard, man. You try to like all of us, we've all got out of basically the hood and wanted better for ourselves because we that's the place we grew up at.
Right.
So when I had kids, Ralph had kids, or Mark, if you decide to have them, you're setting yourself up in a better situation than what you were, and you want to be better. I was always taught to always do better than your parents,
Right.
and now is an opportunity where we all should be looking at trying to generate generational wealth for
Right.
our kids. It has to start somewhere. I don't know if you guys saw the story, but there's a black family that owned I think a resort on a beach or somewhere. I think it was California or Florida, one of those places.
Right.
And white folks took it over and took it away from them, and the courts just rewarded them their property back. And the black folks bought it for like $1,200. Don't quote me on none of this, but I'm just giving you a synopsis of the story. And now the beach is worth like $25 million, but the white people took it over, but the courts gave it back to them, and they can decide whether they want to kick everybody out or not. But
Mhm.
they didn't get a chance to um, develop that area the way they wanted to because now people live there. But
I
I'm
ain't
just
heard
saying,
that one.
I'm just saying
Crazy.
things. We already know what this country's built on. Things haven't really. Things are you will see certain situations get better. I don't think it's going to get better the way it was, but you do see certain things that probably would have never existed back then.
They tried to pull the
And
Christopher Columbus on them.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
pretty much.
But you know what though, man? I look at situations like that, where they end up getting awarded back. Now they put you in a real shitty position, right? Because who knows, those people that moved onto the beach at that discounted rate or whatever rate that the other owners gave it to them, the black folks will be like, "Yo, sorry, not sorry, you got to scram."
if they
But
wanted
now
to,
you,
but
but now you handing out L's. You know what I'm
yeah,
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So
Real quick.
in turn, the best thing, and this is just my personal opinion, best thing is to build on top of what they already built on, raise the price. Not to the point where you got to kick everybody out, but now you've already got something set in stone to where it's already making money for you. Where before you didn't have anything, but you just had the property. Well, somebody already done kickstarted it for you. Man, if anything, I showed them I'm about to make all the money off the stuff you spent your money on. That would be a dub for me because now,
That's a big L to W right there, bro.
you know what I'm saying?
That's a
Because
big
now
L to W, bro.
I
He
ain't
thought
got
he
to kick
lost
these people
everything.
out. I ain't got to kick these people out. You thought, oh, you ordered it back. Well, now you got to figure out what to do with them. Cool. I'm gonna let them
Okay.
keep their spot. I'm gonna build on top of it, and I'm gonna make the money off the money you spent. Appreciate it. Thanks for being the dickhead, but I still win. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, it's all about how you approach a situation from taking that shit from an L to a dub. You know what I
I mean,
mean?
we live in a time too where I think a lot of people, school buses are coupes. I learned that. A lot of people's school bus is a coupe. Like it's literally a coupe. I ain't trying to be funny, but you can't tell nobody shit. Nowadays, you
No,
can't tell nobody
no.
shit. It's like, matter of fact, going back, I use an example of my L to a W. I had this job. And I mean, I thought this job was I was getting paid the whole nine. People like you need to, get better, get more. And this is back when I was doing the clothing store modeling. And I just thought I was on the gravy train, bro. Like I got access to clothes, money, whatever the case may be. And then it started declining, going out of business and stuff. And I thought I was losing it all. I was on the couch, like miserable, barely eating and stuff. Just in the funk. And then one of the customers, like, hey, look, I got something for you. Just come, I got something. If you still modeling, I got something. And I started doing more shows, doing more modeling acts and stuff of that nature. And before I realized, I'm looking like, how am I making more money doing this than I was at the clothing store? And he said, bro, I've been trying to tell you, that money ain't shit compared to this money. Like a lot of people get blinded by that given opportunity that they don't see any other wins. They just see that as an accepted win. Like sometimes you
Yeah.
take that L and think you won, and it's actually an actual win somewhere else. So a lot of people
Facts.
go into L situations thinking it's a W. And I think a lot of people don't understand that notion either. Sometimes, even down to relationships, you would get into a L relationship. I'm talking about from the jump, but you blinded probably about a sex, probably about something. You blinded by something, but you know
A
from
great
the start.
vagina.
Yeah, you're probably a freak. Yeah, there you go. It's an L from the start. Like, it's an L from the. Sometimes the signs are so clear, you just don't see them, and it takes God Himself to let you see all these signs.
Oh
and
yeah.
you think it's an L when it falls
I
apart.
tell you what though. I tell you what. My grandmother always taught me like you gonna get yourself so messed up to where God ain't gonna do nothing but put you on your back to where you can't look nothing but up.
That's it.
That's
And
it.
him.
That's it.
Period.
And a lot of
and
people,
you and
fall from grace just like that to the point where they
yeah.
literally sitting on the wall like, "Damn, I lost everything," and they looking
Hey,
at the ceiling.
but that was us.
Yeah,
That was us, bro. Like when
Yeah.
when we moved into that house, dog, we thought we were the cream of the crop, bro. We thought we was top shit. We didn't pay attention to the neighborhood that we moved into because it wasn't a
We ain't
great
cared nothing about
neighborhood.
that.
We didn't pay attention to the
We had our
dishes.
first house. That's all we cared
Right.
about.
that's
You know what I'm
it.
saying? So we thought we was the shit, and couldn't nobody tell us nothing. And the shit did not stink until it did.
The neighborhood was a straight loss. Y'all like, I
Bro,
don't give a shit.
bro, we was skimming by almost the entire time by the skin of our
Jesus.
teeth. What
Kyle,
up,
what's
though,
up,
Kyle?
dog?
What up,
What's up,
dog?
dog?
But yeah, I mean, we was making it by the skin of our teeth, man, thinking that we was doing big things, man. And it took for all of us to hit rock bottom and realize, yo, this is not the last stop. This ain't it. You know what I'm saying? This may have been a step, but now you don't use that step and grounded it in the sand. You know, now you stuck. You need to find a way out. And like I said, when we first started, bro, you can tell me, Mom, or Vizzle a damn thing. What up, Tia? What's popping? I see you slid up in
Yeah,
here. You know
what's
what I'm saying?
happening?
All right now,
Yeah,
all right
You,
now,
you should have been in
what's
here
going on?
a
bro.
long time ago.
Man, let me tell you though, man, it's crazy,
Amber,
bro.
what's going on?
Because good vibes, good vibes.
What's going
So
on?
it's funny. Mark brought up the whole relationship situation, right? Because that was one of my biggest L's to a dub, and it wasn't because of me, right? Well, I'm not gonna say everybody, but a lot of people know, my ex-girlfriend, Keisha, right? I love that girl to the moon and back. Couldn't tell me nothing bad. Her shit didn't stink, and together our shit smelled like roses. You know what I'm saying?
I trust
But
you.
I was so wrapped up in her that I didn't see that I was constantly causing L's for the both of us. She saw it, but because she loved me, we continued. You know what I'm saying? Until eventually she's like, I can't do this shit no more. Here it is. I'm trying to find the next step, and you just complacent. You're not out here trying to find a job. If we were to have kids, we'd be screwed. She
Bum
went off to
nigga.
school. Dude, I turned into him. I turned into that guy. I turned into that bum. You know what I'm saying? And she had to break up with me in order for me to get better.
Yeah,
And I didn't see it, bro. I didn't see it at first, bro. I hated her for a whole solid year. Didn't want to talk to her, didn't want to see her. I'm not even gonna lie, dog. I'm like, yo, she slipped down some steps. Oh well on her. But it took a minute for me to realize that she broke up with me because I was doing everything not to get better. I was just more focused on her, which love don't pay the bills. Like, it's a terrible statement, but it's so true at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I loved her to death, but I couldn't buy her as a damn burger. You know what I mean? So it wasn't until she broke up with me and she was like, "You got to do better." And I feel if you're with me, that can happen. And of course, I'm like, damn, just another motherfucker to turn their back on me, blah, blah, blah. And she was right. And instead of me looking at it as a win at first, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. I'm going to get a job, I'm going to get a place, get my own whip, the whole nine. And I did, but I didn't do it originally for me. I
right.
did it just to prove
Yeah.
to everybody else that I didn't need nobody. And she was like, after a while, and I finally got over it, and I'm like, yeah, well, but she's just another chick. And she was like, why couldn't you have done this when we was together? And I had no response. And that's when it hit me, like, yo, I get it. I get why you broke up with me, and I gotta thank her to this day. You know what I'm saying? That she decided to make that move. But it was a huge L for me because at that time, my pops was on my ass, my mom's was on my head, and my girl broke up with me. So I'm like, yo, I have no one in my corner. No one gives a shit about me. Fine,
Dang,
I'll
dog,
prove everybody
I was
wrong.
hanging with you and you was that much of a bum, dog. What was wrong
I
with me?
was, dog. I was. You was a bum with me, dog. You just didn't know it,
Oh,
dog.
yeah, that's right.
You didn't know it. You didn't know it. You know what I'm saying?
I accept
A
it.
bum.
Hey,
Capital
I tell you
D.
what though, I was a fly bum. I don't know how I was able to still get gear, but I was fly.
This motherfucker, boy, I tell you, you pull new outfits out your ass. I don't know how the fuck you was getting that shit. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said though, it took for that much of a hit for me to realize that that wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, at first I thought I was living the W life. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was winning all the way through. I had my girl. I did have some wheels. I didn't have any money, but I was going to school a little bit. When I say a little bit, I wasn't going. But and it's because I was focused on her. I was just focused on her. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until she split with me and I'm like, yo, my life actually really sucks and it's my fault. it is really my fault. Like
Yeah,
I did this. This is bullshit. So that's an example for me. Where I took an L, turned into a W, and then maintained a great friend. You know what I'm saying? She's out here doing successful. Her husband's doing successful. She's got a beautiful little girl. I've got a beautiful family. I got a wife, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? Everything worked out the way it was going to work out. I think Mom was having some technical
Yeah, there
difficulties.
we
He
go.
was
All
freezing
right,
up.
now it like cut off for a quick second.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of saw you freeze over there. I was like, damn, that's a
I
hell of
thought
a
he was
picture
just
you just took.
smiling. I was just like,
Right. I was like, that was a hell of a picture he
Was
I
just
thought he
took.
was doing the Kirby. He just like,
Oh, so I was just looking sexy on here, just straight up. Okay,
This
I appreciate the
motherfucker, man.
comment, y'all. I
yeah, man,
love
yeah,
y'all.
yeah, Mom, tell yourself anything. So this is what I'm saying, though, right? My whole point, man. What I want y'all to do is, and I mean, this is like from the heart, like because a lot of people going through it right now, and they swear up and down this is like an L, like it's like, oh, I'm going through the worst time of my life. Sometimes it's actually preparing you for a W. Sometimes
Facts.
you looking at things and the notion where you like, oh, I just lost him, I lost her, oh, they turned their back. They wasn't meant to come into that W with you. I'm just gonna put it just like that. If they was
That's
with you,
facts too.
he was catching L's. 9 out of 10, when you get that W, a lot of them, God will make you uncomfortable to force you to put you in a W position. And I've
Facts.
learned that. I've learned that over this whole 2-month span that I've been going through so much. God will make things uncomfortable for you to let you get out of the situation that you think is an L. Like, you know what I'm saying? You think it's a W. You think it's a W, but he makes it uncomfortable enough for you to get ready for your W. So a lot of people just sit back and let the turmoil happen. Stop trying to save Somebody want to walk out your life, let them go.
Right. I mean, it's a lot of people I know, man. They give a lot of time and energy to friends that or people in their lives
There
that
you go.
won't give a piece of that energy back. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
If you always there for that person because they need somebody to talk to, but you can't call them, that's
Yeah,
not somebody that's meant to take that W with you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And sometimes it sucks, man. Y'all could have been
It sucks.
down, 10 toes down, man. I mean, for years. You know, could have called that person your right hand person, man. And sometimes, you know, the signs are right there. It's just up to you to figure it out. You know, but at the same time, he's gonna show you, but it's up to you to accept it.
There you go.
And I'm gonna say he's gonna show you. I know everybody's not, uh, um, religious. You know what I'm saying? Something in this world will show you where you need to be.
Yeah.
You just
Life,
need to go
period.
there.
Life
Yeah,
will do that.
Yeah.
you just
As
need to
period.
go there. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You see that door, you're like, damn, that's a shiny ass door, but I'm gonna go through this dingy one. Well, whose fault is that? You know what I'm saying? You open the knob and got a splinter, but this other one over here made out of gold, and it's saying, "Hey, go this way." I think I'm gonna go over here. You deserve to take that L.
Let me take that
Yeah,
L. Yeah.
and then people can't handle it though. That's what be killing me. I'm like, you made it. You know what they always say: you do the crime, you do the time, right?
Yeah, right,
So if
right.
you pick the dumb decision, then you handle what the consequences are.
That's true.
You know, and a lot of people can't handle that. You know, they
Nope.
looking for a meal ticket, or you always have somebody that's enabling them.
Oh
I
my
know a lot of people
god.
gonna hate me. I know a lot of people gonna hate me for saying this, but a lot of you, okay. So the food stamp thing, right? Look, a lot of y'all do deserve that stuff, right? But I know people that go to the extent of because we're working, we basically pay for you to eat, but you shouldn't be on there for 5 years. You can't find a job for 5 years. That's my intake. I'm
Hey,
sorry. I love y'all. I'm sorry, but people who need it do deserve it, right? I'm not taking away from that and the kids and they get into a messed up situation. But all things come to a point where we made these choices. We made these choices to have kids
I mean,
early.
it's a
We
slippery
made these
slope,
choices
Mo.
not go to school.
It's a
You
slippery
know,
slope.
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
it is a slippery slope, but I
Slippery
let me
slope.
tell you something. I feel him on that.
Yeah.
I do because I'm gonna put y'all up on game, man. It was a situation where I needed that government assistance. You know what I'm saying? Apply for it the whole nine.
Amber needs some money, Mark.
Yeah, right? Listen, but and I applied for it the whole nine, and 6 months go past, never got it. Then I'm like, you know what? Let's just cut it off. We don't need it. We made it through without it. That's just because once again, coming from Detroit, I'm not going back to where I was. We found a way, right? We found a way. I was looking for government assistance to make it a little easier. It didn't happen. Is what it is. But I also went and made sure they took my name off their fucking list. I'm just saying, bro, because I didn't need it. I'm not gonna be that person who's like, oh well shit, they're gonna give it to me. I'm gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? No, let me back up. I'm not gonna do that with everything. You know what I'm saying? If somebody hand me a lump sum of money and be like, here you go, man, just go ahead and take it. You need it. I mean, I don't technically need it, but you gonna get that shit to me. I'm
That's
gonna
why
take it.
you can't blame them, right?
but
Right.
in a way, I do agree. Not to an extent, I do see what y'all saying because it do hinder people.
It does.
They
Yes.
don't. They don't
People
ever
get that shit and
experience.
they like, I don't need no fucking job.
But what
I got
person?
a
But what
house for
person you
five
know?
dollars a
Hinder.
$5 a
What
month.
what person you know is
Section
gonna be like that's getting that and gonna be like, all right, I think this is enough. Let me stop getting free stuff. Ain't nobody gonna say that.
I did. I did.
But I
I
get it. I
did.
get it. Going into it, I get it now because it do hinder. You would never know what it's like to go hunting if you always get the food brought to you, and
Facts. I
that's
like
just
that.
being dead honest. Like you
I
don't know the
like that.
survival
Put that
test.
shit in a book. I like
It's
that.
really true. You don't know what it's like to go hunting if every day you wake up and you won't appreciate it either. You don't appreciate it because it's given to you so often to the point that you feel like I don't have to worry about that.
That's just
And,
like
and,
kids.
and a lot of people, it is hindering. Like, I mean, even like I feel bad for a lot of my friends, and I'm not knocking them. I swear to God, I'm not knocking them. But I feel bad for a lot of my friends that are of age to move out of their parents' houses, but they're still there. And I'm looking at them like you would never experience what it's like to get that first check, to pay that mortgage, to pay that rent, to pay that car note, to pay that light bill, to bring home food, do groceries, feed yourself, cook. They'll never
So what it do?
experience it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I can. It's a bad, like he said, it's a bad drug, and people don't know how to turn it off because, granted, it's free at all times. But yeah, it do hinder you. It do
Let's
hinder
back
you.
up. Let's back up there though. He ain't saying it's like a
He
drug.
ain't
He's
saying it's
saying
like
there's
a drug.
always drugs.
There's
That you can
always
It
always
is.
drugs
sell
there.
drugs.
It
You
is.
know, get a
Hey,
hold.
we all know. All jokes aside, we know what that turned into. Somebody with a bullet in their ass. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. And I
Or
mean,
your ass is
you
going
can
to
use
jail.
that term whether a bullet in your ass on the streets or a bullet in your ass in jail, but it's gonna be somewhere in your ass. So
Something's going up there.
something's
Pause.
gonna end up
That
wrong.
sound bad.
Hey, when you're dealing with
Hey,
illegal
hey,
situations, bro,
you
that's
know,
just
you know
gonna
what's
happen.
funny about that though? The end scenario, something's gonna be in your behind, whether it's in jail or a bullet. So life chooses it for you. Whichever one catch up with you first. That's how I look at it.
It's very
I,
true. It's very true.
I mean, here's the thing, like for the young folks. I mean, we've all, like Ralph said, we've all been there, right? I was so a lot of people take losses because they settle in their situation,
Yep,
don't want improvement, and that was me. That was me
me
one
too.
day. I was, working in automotive, and I was stuck in my little $8 an hour job, and they were working me 12-hour days, 6 days a week, and I never took a lunch, I never took a vacation, never had a raise in 9 years. They just took complete advantage of me, and I was with Alex, and she was the one that kind of helped push me to because she was moving up, she was doing her career, and she just looked at me and told me like I can't be the only one in the family that's doing something. You got to do something. And then another one of our homeboys, mutual friends, at the dealer that me and Ralph know, he just told me like, look, man, ain't nobody gonna change but you. Like nobody's gonna hand it to you. You know what I'm saying? And then another thing, Kyle, he on here. I mean, he was there. You got folks that all them was doing well. They get nice cars, they get nice places, and I was still in my same situation for 9 years. And it wasn't nobody help. Well, I wouldn't say when nobody helped me. I wouldn't help myself. And all it took for me to excel in my career path that I'm on now was that step out and see what's out there. And next thing you know, I was flying overseas doing work in Saudi Arabia and Kuwait and Africa and all those other places. And everything just excelled from there. And all I could do was just thank God that he put me in a better situation. I A lot of people's not going to have the same path. Ralph knows me. He knows I hate when people be like, I'm trying to be like you. You can't be like me because you can't take the same path as me. It irritates my soul. But you can look at it as motivation to there's something that can come your way in the same path as you, just at a different route, and it can work out for you. Some situations, for an example, it may work out for you with the people that helped you. It's always going to be somebody that's going to help you. You can't do all it by yourself. The world wasn't made that way. I'm sorry. World wasn't made that way. Everybody always saying like it was always me and I did this and I did that. That's not true because you needed the guy to hire you at the job. So that's help. You didn't have your own business. So he helped you get the job. You got situations where you something came up, all your money got stolen. Now you need to go borrow, so that's help. So don't be I hate when people be like, I did all this by myself. No, you really didn't. I had all these kids by myself. No, you didn't, because you were smashing to get them. You had it together.
Facts.
But it gave so I thank my wife because it gave me an opportunity to just that one little comment and for me to see what she was doing helped me to excel and do things to make me comfortable. And now, I got the big house. Now I got the new cars and all that stuff, along with all the other people that's doing it. You know what I'm saying? So it can be a tiny step that some people path are much harder than others because of decisions that they made in life. There's some folks that that we know got felonies, so you know how hard it is to get a job. But I don't know how it works, right? But my common sense tells me if you got a felony and you can't get a job, then go to school. You can always go to school. They ain't gonna deny you that. You can take online. We just got done talking about. You take online classes and start your own business. There was a guy at work that I met. It was like not at work. He was a customer. I was at work, but he was a customer, and he served 15 years in jail. And he was telling me the whole story and was asking me a bunch of questions. He saw my new car. He was like, man, that's nice and all that. How I get that? And he told me that he was in jail. And I'm like, I didn't know how to explain it to him because, you're going to have it harder than me trying to get something like this. Come to find out, he got his own construction business right out of jail.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, so he made something work for him. You know what I'm saying?
He took that L and made it a W, man. You know how many books and knowledge that they got in there?
Yeah, thanks, baby. It was his decision, but he made those choices to take that path, but he made something out of it. It irritates me when you see people's like, man, ain't nothing out there. We hear it all the time, ain't nothing out there. Man, there's so many jobs right now. I wish McDonald's was hiring at $15 and $17 an hour when I was graduating out of high school.
Right.
I tell
But
you
Let
what.
me tell you how crazy it is. Like
Yeah,
let me tell you how
but
crazy it
we
is.
all know that the economy is different, right? We
Yeah,
got
it's
inflation.
way
Inflation's
different.
killing. I ain't gonna hold you up. This inflation makes me feel like I'm not making a lot of money. If you want my opinion,
Bruh, me either.
Dude, that's what I'm about to get on. Now, this is what I'm saying, bro. I was looking
My
for
bad.
jobs for like 2 months. 2 months straight
Yeah.
off like flying. For forklift operators. Bruh, the cheapest job, like the ones I was looking at, was like $23 an hour. And I'm just looking like, what the fuck
just
am
to
I
do
doing?
just to do donuts on a fork.
And
That's
I'm
crazy.
just looking, I'm like, I do this shit every day. I've been doing this shit every day for 6 years. For 17.
Yeah.
I said the cheapest is $23 an hour. There was one of them out there that was $38 an hour doing exactly what I do. And they all hiring. So it was weird because after the holidays, I'm like, oh, ain't nobody calling me back. Bruh. The 5th came, it was a wrap. 5th, 6th, and yeah, the 5th, 6th, and 7th was the most times my phone ever went off with unknown numbers. Just people call, hey, can you come in for an interview? Oh, you want to do a Zoom interview? And I was knocking them out the park. And it's out there if you are willing to look. Like just like you said, it's on you for change. It is literally on. I swear to God, Indeed showed me everything. It had jobs that was like marketing, fast food, promotions. Matter of fact, Tyler Perry Studio. They're hiring right now for whatever you're looking for. I go to Indeed and then go to Tyler Perry Studio.
We just had a text message sent to me and Ralph. They were hiring like, what was the job, Doug? It was airport something. And it was 150,000, but you got to be 30 years and under.
There you go. There you go.
I was like,
Delta,
what?
Delta, the Hartsville airport out here, they all hiring, bro. And it's like $30 an hour, especially the at-home jobs. At-home jobs is like $28 an hour just to pick up the phone and see if the nigga heart beating.
That's
so I don't know. I don't know what they looking at, but me taking from experience, when I was in my L situation and I was looking for that W, there's a lot of W's out there, bro.
But see,
a lot of them.
But that's exactly what I'm talking about, though. And my own hit on that earlier. People get complacent. You know what I'm saying? They see the money they make and they think that's enough. They think that's going to be the move for them, and they don't know until they look. You know, perfect example, bro. I mean, I make pretty decent money. You know, but my wife's like, hey, you know, you are worth a hell of a lot more than what they're paying you. You should be doing more. You should be getting paid more. You know, at least fill out these apps, you know what I'm saying, and just see what they say. You know, and don't get me wrong, Indeed is great. Sometimes they be pulling the wool over people's eyes, like, yeah, you could make $1 million off of this.
Indeed.
If you got 17,000 years of experience.
They got a people on me on that one.
Right. But you know what I'm saying? At the same time, like you said, you don't know unless you look.
Yeah,
you know, and a lot of people don't want to look because they're like, you know, what I got is good enough. You know, I can pay my bills, I can pay my car note, I can feed the family. Yeah, but what about the extra shit you may want to do? You know what I'm saying? What if you want to take your family out on a nice vacation? You can't go that far because you doing enough to pay the house, to pay the car, to feed the family. You know what I'm saying? That's the move that you want. You always want to look at ways to get better. Now, like with my field, you know, I've been promised a lot of things and things move a lot slower than they did for me before in my other job. You know, my other job, within 5 years, I was running a store. I'm going on year 3 and I moved up once. So there's also things you got to remember and things you got to look at because everything is not the same. Everything doesn't move the same way. Everything is not what you're used to. So when you think, oh, you know what? I knocked it out of the park at this job. It's going to be extra easy to do it at the next job. When it doesn't happen at that point in time, don't keep jumping ship because that also looks pretty bad on your resume.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? You can't have 12 jobs in the span of 2 years and then like, well, we're kind of looking for a long-term position and your ass only lasts about 4 weeks and then you out to the next.
Every time you think it's gonna sink.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it like I said, man, it's all about what you're willing to do and what you're willing to accept. You know, there's always something more. There's always something better out here.
It's funny to cover something that you just got on too. One of the fears that I had that kept me there so long was I knew the beast there, so I was familiar with the problem, so I accepted them. But I was worried about the unknown beast. And that's what kept me from moving out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I stayed at the job because I'm like, I'd rather stick with the enemies and the people I already know don't like me than go out there and to the unknown. And a
And
lot
I
of times,
mean, that's everybody though,
yeah,
man.
that's
I'm the
everybody.
same way,
Not
bro.
me no more. I don't feel that way no more. Well, probably because of the
I was there,
experience and the
but
career I
yeah,
have,
I
you know.
changed
But
that shit.
now in these days, I don't tolerate BS in my job no more. If it's
Well,
something I don't
see,
like, I'm not staying there.
but
I'd
see,
say that now.
that's the other fear, right? Say you put yourself out there, you get this other job, and like, damn, everything looks like glitter and rainbows. You get there,
There you
and
go.
it's still diarrhea, and you're like, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? I was getting paid maybe a little bit less, but to have a lot less stress, which is kind of my situation as well. You know what I'm saying? My old dealership got taken over by a company. They were straight trash. They were straight shit. You know what I'm saying? And I took a step back. I took a pay cut because that's just not my life anymore. You know what I'm saying? I need peace in my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I can't deal with the stress, but I don't feel like I need to.
There
I
you
don't
go.
feel like I have to. So if I can neglect the stress, it's worth taking a couple dollars on the pay cut. But at the same time, when I take that pay cut, I'm also moving to
Pay
try to
cut.
get that pay cut. I'm still trying to make that move to go up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to stay in one spot. So sometimes you got to put in that grind to get back to where you were, but it's a lot less stressful. You know what I'm saying? So like right now, I go through a lot, at my new job, but it ain't not even a quarter of what I was going through at my old job. You know what I'm saying? And plus, they were trying to cut my pay and make me do more. And I'm like, no, I'm not accepting that shit. I'm good. I can do this elsewhere and have a lot less stress and make it a lot less, I can make it easier and work a lot less hours and still be happy. But I'm still going to push. Every day I push to be better than I was the day before. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it's supposed to go.
Yeah, that's true.
He was a little too serious. I had to break it up a little bit.
But no, it's
My
cool because
bad.
I was about to
My
get
bad.
into
No, I'm
I was about to
playing.
get into a situation I was in when I thought I had an AL, right? And this is before I started to get into the show business part of my life. I was really walking around and I was trying to figure out because I thought for a long time.
Back, fam.
That's facts. That's facts. I thought for a long time, like, dog, every time I take a shower, I slip on it the whole nine. And when I'm trying on clothes, it keeps splitting the middle of my pants. And for a long time, I thought my dick was like, really, why is it so big? And then I realized that I can work with it. I realized a lot of people can accept that.
They can
What?
accept the
Hold on,
they
dog.
can accept the girth.
Yeah, I was all in, like, oh, here we
Right.
go.
I'm like,
It
I'm like,
worked
here you
out in the
go.
long run.
I knew immediately when he said he got in the shower and slipped on it, bro. I knew immediately he went full retard. Okay.
I mean, we can have a whole episode about this fireman hat with this long stick at the end that
All
I got
right.
down here.
Oh
So
my
I mean,
god.
this is nothing but a
He said
word.
it on-
This has stopped
It
fires. I
looked
tell
like
you that.
it looked like the top of Ralph's head, just a split in the middle.
I'm about to give me some new headphones. I can't deal with you motherfuckers, man.
his ears is burning.
Oh my god.
Hey.
For those that are
Sometimes
watching, y'all see what I
we
got to
always.
deal with, right? Y'all see what the fuck I got to deal with, right? And
Hey,
y'all call me the fool. And y'all call me the fool. Y'all say I ain't got no
was a
damn
fool.
sense.
You was a
Y'all
fool.
say I ain't got no damn sense.
Now, every time Ralph
They
put his head down, they're gonna be like,
Hey, well, hey, sometimes you got to use certain things that measure your stuff, right? Like Ralph Chain, all you got to do is extend it all the way and drop it down your leg, and you'll get the same exact size of length
look
of
at
how
that
it touches
head.
the ground.
Look at the head. Look at the head. Look at the head.
His head do look like one of my shaved nuts.
I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't know y'all was gonna walk in on this bullshit today.
What, man?
But no, all
Hey,
seriousness
listen.
though. All seriousness.
I am serious. It is that big on me.
They
Oh,
got
okay.
everybody in the world start turning y'all L's to W's, man. It's a lot of people that's out here walking around and they got a lot of frowns. It's not that bad. I swear to God, it's not that
Turn
bad.
that frown upside down.
Yeah, please do. It's not that bad. I'm in such better place than I thought. I'm in a better place than I thought was good. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, at first I thought I had it all together. It's never all together. just look on the other side of the fence every now and then. Sometimes you might miss something because you think you got something. So just
Let's give them the
sometimes
let's
that
give them
grass is greener on the other side.
just water it. Just water it.
Yeah, you just step in, maybe a little muddy sometimes. You can get out the mud. Some will come out and that bitch will grow. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we got
Put it
so
in
we
the
got so
book.
serious on our topic. We didn't even hit our definition up,
Oh
which
yeah.
everybody should know. That's common sense, right?
Yeah.
So lose, win, right? Should be easy definition. To be
Right.
deprived of or cease to have, retaining something, right? So that's what it means to be in a losing or lost situation. Win, be successful, victorious in a contest or conflict, or vice versa, depending on whatever the win is. Video games, whatever, life, and all that type of stuff. Just to give you what we're talking about and what we're trying to touch on. We should have did that one earlier, but Ralph just led on with
Yeah,
his
My
seriousness.
bad,
we had a
man.
good roll. Good
My
roll.
bad, man. You know what I'm
Good
saying?
roll.
Listen,
Oh,
you're
God.
just talking to somebody that feel like they took a lot of L's, man.
Oh,
And
there
I
you
feel like
go.
I'm in a good spot now. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a good spot. Oh yeah, I'll
Well,
drink to that, my guy.
all
I'll
right.
drink to
Well,
that.
while y'all drinking, we might as well go ahead and all
Hey,
right.
and for all
So
y'all that are like, that do like and subscribe to the page, man. I want to hear from y'all. I want to know what you think our next topic should be, man. And every now and then, I know we get into some serious shit, and it's a lot of fun when we get into some crazy and goofy shit. I'm the king of that goofy shit. But I would like to hear from some of y'all, man. I know we haven't done it in a while, but I'm thinking that we may go ahead and put a poll up, and I'm not talking about mines. Um, of what you think the next topic should be. You know what I'm saying? So if you visit the Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, or what's this shit? YouTube.
you don't even know what you
What's
own.
that shit? What's that shit?
Listen, I had to
Yeah.
remember there's a lot of shit we own. You know what I'm saying? And soon to be Spotify. Hopefully, if things
Yeah.
go right.
And
You know
if
what
you
I'm
guys
saying?
all like right now, it helps with the algorithm. If you just tap it right now, and this will allow the podcast page to be spread out through the algorithm of YouTube and I believe Facebook as well. So,
Yeah.
but before we leave, Mark is one that kind of started this, and I do want to touch on another subject. And we're about to analyze the situation like we did last week.
Okay.
So, I know we are not women, but I want us to touch on the most recent subject, this whole abortion stuff. It don't have to be long, but I was just talking to my wife earlier about, have y'all heard about the 10-year-old girl that got raped and got pregnant in
No.
Ohio? And Ohio told her she's not getting an abortion. You have to keep that baby. So
Wrong.
she
She
had
can
to
go
go
to
to
another
Illinois.
state
She
and get it
did. She went to
done.
Illinois, got it done. But right after that, Illinois is doing the same thing. So she got it in time. So you got to be careful because I don't know where the stuff is leading to now. It's pretty sad. And now they're all going after any form of birth control. So they don't even want you taking birth control to protect you from getting pregnant.
The fuck?
Yeah, they're going after all that stuff. So
On a
women,
side note, let me tell you, we grew up in an amazing time with birth control. You know what I'm saying? Because if there was a lot of non-birth control out here, there'd probably been a lot of little Ralphs running around unexpectedly. Anyway,
and they're all
I'm
pushed,
just
and the states are pushing for no exceptions. So rape is not included. What's the other one? If it puts the mother's life in jeopardy, is not
Mhm.
included. And
the fuck,
incest. Yep, they're pushing for that. And
bro.
Ohio was the first one for the no exception. So it's
That's
it's pretty insane.
that's crazy, bro. Like and most stay up on top of all these topics, man.
Yeah. Wait.
Oh shit,
What you do?
ain't no.
And this. Wait. This is happening. I mean, I don't mean to sound like I'm out the fucking loop, but
I am. I didn't know either.
I mean, yeah, I'm sorry because that's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's the definition of fucked up.
And there's
So
so many
she
memes
got
about
raped. She got raped.
she got
And
raped. And
Did
she's
they
10
put
years
as
old.
much? Did they put as much? My thing is, would you put as much effort into finding the motherfucker that did it
I don't even know if he
instead
found
of
the guy.
instead of ruining the child's life? Because that's exactly what you're doing. You're ruining
it's
the
just I don't
child's life.
And then what's crazy about it though, they're setting it up too, like, okay, so say if all 50 states ban this stuff. So if you fly overseas and get it done, or fly to Brazil, whatever the case may be, and you
That's
come
crazy.
back, you going to jail because you weren't supposed to kill the baby. You going to jail for murder.
That's crazy.
So it
I
just
come
it
back
just
like
sucks either way.
had the baby put up for adoption in Brazil.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
at 3 weeks.
My input on that, my input and stand on that is, it should be a choice. It's just simple as
Yeah.
that you shouldn't take that away from.
But it shouldn't be nobody's
It's-
choice but the woman, man.
But the
It's her
woman,
body.
it should be the woman's choice. Like I
Yeah.
mean, it's clearly. I know I'm not trying to talk.
Oh,
I swear I hate getting on certain things like this because I'm not trying to talk to stir the pot, but we are in a shit show when it comes to the way things are today. It's a fucking shit show.
yo, the world's a shit show, bro.
It's a shit show.
I'll tell you what. I
don't
think the
know.
United States is a shit show, and you want to know why? When we had the shooting in Uvalde, Canada took the steps to ban guns in their entire country, and the dude Boris Johnson, who's like the Prime Minister of UK, he got into a scandal and he did the right thing and peacefully resigned instead of still keeping him in there and making things work like how we had the insurrection. So it's other countries are making horrible examples of how we should be, with this stuff.
Depends
So
on the situation.
I don't know.
I'm just saying something happened, right? And they took steps to do something about it. That's what I'm referring to.
I hear you. It still depends on the situation because this whole,
What
no guns or banning guns.
It don't matter. They did something.
I feel you, but the problem is though, right? Because for y'all that don't know, my mom lives in Canada, right? And everything that sounds good ain't great. Everybody know Canada has that free healthcare shit, right? Which sounds amazing when you ain't got to pay. But when my mom needed surgery, she had to wait a whole year. My mom blew her knee out last year. Her appointment's for 2 weeks from now, and she made that when it happened. You know what I'm saying? So there's a pro and con to everything.
Yes,
But at the same time, I do feel things can be fine-tuned. It'd have been great if they just said, hey, it's free, but if you pay a little bit extra, we can get you in here now. My mom said you go into the emergency room, it's like a hotel lobby that's filled at a concert. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's just sitting there. You could be sitting there for days, she even said. So people just sitting there with no mask. You got to go in there and act like you on your deathbed before they see you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, there's a pro and a con. As far as the guns, I'm thinking like everybody else, crime has got to be down in Canada. You ain't got no guns. No, all they did was stop the motherfuckers that that would go get the guns legally. You ain't gonna stop nobody who's gonna get it illegally. They're gonna find a way.
It's just like kids, right? You put them on punishment and tell them what you're taking away. They're gonna find a way to it, however that is necessary.
It's a shit show.
You still stuck on that?
It is.
No, because it's just, y'all don't understand. It's a shit show. Like, let's get back to what we normally was trying to cover. Was the abortion thing? That's fucking sad.
It is. I just feel like God gave us free will, right? I was talking to my wife about this a few nights ago. God gave us free will. So whether abortion is a sin or not, you should be able to have that choice to be able to do what you want with your body. And then when it's time to go get judged by God, then let him judge you. Everybody shouldn't be telling you what you should do with your body. Nobody on this earth tell you what you want to do. If I want to take my boy and chop it off and set it on a platinum plaque and put it outside for everybody to see with a gold thing on there saying biggest in the world, I should be able to do that.
I mean, I get it. If you're a whore and you just fucking dick.
Why did it have to go to that though? Why did it have to go to the meat?
I don't know why I got there. I don't know
why you got to cut your meat off, bro?
I don't know why he got
to display dominance.
I'm just saying.
I just put on sweatpants and then display my dominance.
Like I said, if you're out there and you're just fucking hoeing, if you're just sucking dick and letting people come inside you, and you just having abortions left and right,
and mine's worse.
God's gonna deal with you. God's gonna do that. But if you getting raped, if you get
incest, or if the mother's about to die, I don't see why that.
The mother part's about to die is one thing. The incest thing.
That shit crazy.
If it's not rape, and you decide to do incest, you've been judged.
You have.
Right.
You don't even need a kid. You don't even need a kid to be judged on that one.
9 times out of 10, that kid probably won't make it anyway. But you've already been judged. You boned your sister.
That's crazy. And then let that nigga come out. Let that nigga Quasimodo live his life on this earth because he's gonna be Quasimodo.
That's because that brother was sitting there looking at that ass for about 15 years. and was like, you know what?
I don't know, man. Like I said, that whole thing is a slippery slope.
That's what happens with that. But that also comes
slope.
with unsupervised homes too. How do you even allow that to happen? So
This whole situation went disgusting real fast. It's just
I'm just saying, I don't know what other way to describe it.
Real fast. So what was this at? You said Ohio, right?
Yeah, this was Ohio.
So they already said
that's why don't nobody like Ohio.
So they already canceled it. You can't do no abortions in Ohio. Am I correct?
They already turned that 10-year-old girl down who was raped.
Wow, Jesus Christ.
So, yeah.
Tia, I appreciate you sliding through. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I know you gotta go. You gotta tune in again and let you know I'm number one. But either way, I feel you. I appreciate you sliding through and showing some love. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you like them shits. Then you subscribe to them
Let's
shits.
get into the comments.
And then you follow them shits.
All
right?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yo, we hit the comments as we went, bro. There's not a lot of comments.
It was all in your serious business.
Good.
You know?
Yeah, that was my bad, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've been wanting everybody to take W's, man. That's
right.
The guy I am, man.
Start getting W's, people. That's this year, man. Get a W, goddamn.
Yeah, there you go. So Marc is on here fully, and I updated your description, dog. So
thank you. I saw that. Thank you.
You should be straight. So whenever you make more content on the internet, I'll put it on here for you as well. What up, Zoe? You should have been here, but so fuck you. What up, Dad? So here's our merch store. Here's our merch store. You can always tap this. It'll take you to the website part of the page where our merch is. I haven't paid any attention to it like that. I got a newborn baby, so it's been hard for me to get down here and put new shirts on here.
I'm gonna slide through and say, "What up, dog?"
Nita, what's happening, dog? This is coming up soon, so we can really get the fellas together. Kyle, who was just on here, he's going to be on the show. Okay, so we're going to get him on here, and everybody that does come on the show, we put them on the internet. And if you click any one of these guys, you'll get to know who they are. The ones that did come to the fellas series, all of our interests, and we put our episodes. We only had 2 episodes for that so far, so the third one is coming soon, coming real soon. And then all of our highlights of our pictures, we always put them on here as well. Check out Lavorce and his gang, Lavorce and Marv. They got their podcast on here on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys tune in. They had what happened to their pictures? The internet's messing up. See, this is what was going on earlier when I got cut out.
There you go. It just loaded up a little bit.
Okay, there you go.
There you go.
So yeah, so these are the guys. You guys will be able to get to know them through there. I didn't put links to them because I didn't talk to Lavorce about if they wanted stuff to go to their page. So until he tells me that, then I'll put their stuff on here. And every episode that they have, I only do 4 at a time because they're going to continue on with episode after episode. So as you can see, 1 is gone. So now it's 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can always go on to their channel here. So this right here will take you straight to their playlist, and you can watch every episode that they did. 1, 2, 3. I'm missing 4, so I gotta put 4 in there.
Hey, and for those that are watching, man, realize that Moan has put this whole thing together solo.
Yeah.
I can't even say that I helped him with any of this shit other than looking as good as I do in my pictures. But other than that, Moan has done everything on this shit himself. So for those that are on here, thinking about starting businesses and things like that, not trying to push my man's out there, but I think it'd be kind of smart or bright for you to hit him up to help you with your website. You know what I'm saying? Because if he can't do it, my wife does it as well. But it's just another opportunity. You know what I'm saying? These are things that you can look at as far as making the next move to making sure you don't stay in that ill situation. But my bad. Didn't mean to brag on my guy a little bit. But, go ahead, my dude. Go ahead.
This is our friend section. Anybody that we know that will allow us, we'll put them on our page, and you can access to their page at any time. Okay, our newest person is, go ahead, Marc, say it. Menage a trois.
Yeah, something like that.
What is it? Lost Charles Ross? What is it?
It's what is it? La Suétois, something like that. I think I got that right.
Yeah, Menage a trois. That's what I said.
Yeah, something like that. I think I got that right.
Doing a flip.
So these are people we'll ask them or they'll ask us to promote them but they become our friends. You know, we talk to them all the time. They come and hang out on the show and all that stuff. Thank you, Nita. I appreciate it.
For sure.
And this is all the areas where you can go. And like all of these are a link to whoever's page. Like this is Ralph's wife page here. It'll just take you straight there. You know,
She
and you
likes
get
my penis.
I will hope she does. Well,
Look at
see,
that
you
head. Look at the top of his head.
can't go an episode without talking about what's hanging between our legs.
That's because you
You just can't.
started that shit, man.
What?
You talking
Mark
about
started it.
no? Dog, did Mark start the fireman hat
Yeah, talking about
situation?
that, it's laying in the water in the shower.
Sometimes you got to put it in there and let it drink.
You gotta throw that bad boy on my shoulder while I'm taking a shower.
I gotta dry him off separately when I get out. I gotta leave him in there, dry off, and then pull him out.
Don't you hate when your car breaks down? You gotta use your dick as a helicopter propeller.
I use that when I'm stripping. I use that when I'm stripping.
Yeah, that's my stripper move.
Yeah. When they throwing too much money on there and I flick it around in a circle, it blows it back.
Look, Zoe said he likes dicks. That's crazy, man. I'm glad you joined in. And said that you like penis.
Yeah. Zoe misspelled. He forgot how to spell when he got out of high school.
Because that's what he been to put. Because I like and listen, man, you still my guy, dog. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like meat or not, you know what I'm saying? You're still my guy right there.
Just don't bring it my way. And if y'all don't know, if y'all ever watch Zoe workout videos, he like to show his penis on the video instead of working out.
I'm gonna follow this motherfucker, bro.
I know.
This motherfucker, bro. Well, it was like, all right, going to the gym, and it's like close up of his crotch. He was like, I'm lifting in the gym. Like, dog, no, you not. You out here trying to say meat. Like, oh, I can see a difference in my arm while I'm holding my meat. I'm like, no, would you stop the shit, dog? Like that, yo, you trying to get people to work out, not come get worked out. You know what I'm saying? I'll never go to the gym with this man ever.
It's over. He ruined it for me.
I'm gonna tell this we gonna have to wear jeans on top of sweatpants. Okay? It's gonna be a real tough situation for you.
I'm so glad Zoe is not a barber, because you know how barbers like to get close and they put it on your hand when you're trying to get a haircut.
Hey, Vizzle, they started this shit. They started
all right,
this shit.
Look, ladies, we're here for you. We believe in you guys have your own rights to your body. We support you and in any way we can. So only thing I can think of is never give up, protest, let your politicians know you don't like it, and vote. That's the only way you're gonna get them out of there to change decisions. That's the only way.
And I guarantee you, it'll be on somebody's ballot next. If your state will be one of the states that can have these situations, make sure you get out there and vote. But I ain't no politician, and I'm done talking about that shit because we at an hour and 11 minutes. So
yeah, you're right about that. So peace out.